So in this video, we gotta actually take my wife's car, well, because I picked up another nail in my tire on Cottage Hill Road. So for now, the SUV is gonna have to do it. In this video, I'm gonna give you the grand tour of all things Moffett Road. Now I'm sitting here at Yellowhammer Coffee, actually in Semmes, which is on Moffett Road. And the thing that's so great about Moffett Road is it has literally everything. And if you've lived in Mobile long enough, you know that Moffett Road, it is super fast from way out in Mississippi all the way to downtown. So that's what we're gonna cover, and we're gonna give you the grand tour and show you some things that you're not gonna read about, all about Moffett Road. Hey, my name is Jeff Jones with Keller Williams right here in this amazing city called Mobile, Alabama. Now, we're going to talk about Moffett Road, but also I want to point out this right here from Yellowhammer Coffee. Well, it's actually a smoothie today, but right here is the only place you can get it in Mobile, Alabama. And so I love getting to feature businesses, talk about this amazing city, but here's the deal. Folks are always looking for details on what it's really like moving to the city of Mobile. And so that's what I'm all about. How can I help you make that transition? So if you have a question, or you're just not quite sure about what it's really like, well, call the number on the screen, shoot me a message. Any way you want to reach out to me, I will be happy to do that. But don't forget, like and subscribe, because every week we're dropping a brand new video all about this amazing city called Mobile, Alabama. All right, folks, we are starting this tour in a place called Crichton on Highway 98. But for folks who are from Mobile, you know that Highway 98, it continues all the way to Mississippi, but the name changes to Moffett Road. And that's what this is all about, is exploring everything that Moffett Road has. And let me tell you something, it's got a lot. So we're starting this official tour of Moffett Road. We're starting right around I-65. And so, you know, when people think of Moffett Road, they think of, well, the I-65 area where it begins. It goes all the way out to Mississippi. Well, in this area, this is kind of an industrial area, lots of, you name it, lots of different places. You've got lumber places, you've got all sorts of, here, an electrical supply place, but a lot of stuff happens here. And traffic, oh my word. Traffic in this area around school traffic, morning traffic, evening traffic, when people are getting off work, it can be really, really rough. Change lanes real quick. And you've got some trains. You've just got a lot going on here, as you can tell. But we're about to get into the thick of it, and I'm going to show you where so much happens. And before I forget, I do want to mention that, in my opinion, I think Moffett Road is one of the most highly underrated areas in all of Mobile. And the reason why is because it is super convenient. If you live off of Moffett Road, even if you live way out west, you can get to downtown in no time flat because it's just a straight shot. So lots of great things about Moffett Road, and hopefully I'll cover those things on this tour. Okay, so right now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, schools are getting out, so you can take a look around and you can see the type of traffic. But we're coming up on Wolf Ridge Road. Now this light right here, there is a lot that goes down on Wolf Ridge Road, and to the right, all the way down there, that is where the UPS hub is. And so, I mean, everything UPS related comes from right there. And that place is, I mean, it's unbelievable. If you're on this corner when the UPS time happens, and it's just brown truck after brown truck after brown truck. I mean, it's just over and over and over. So much happens down there. Now, across the street over here on this other side of Moffett, you've got an elementary school. And then over here on the other side, you've got Scarborough Middle School. So, you know, a couple schools in this area. And then we're coming up on another street that takes you into Saraland, just right up here. So I'll show you that in just a second. As you can tell, the elementary school, this is actually Forest Hill School. And it's been around for a long time. Looks like a fairly new building. But this is a lot of houses in this area. A lot of folks live in this area. And again, lots of traffic. Now, Shelton Beach Road will take you all the way to Saraland. And then, if you notice over here, you've got this massive water storage tank. I mean, I can imagine breaking into that and taking a giant swim at night. But anyway, massive water storage. You've got Forest Hill Drive here that takes you down to Municipal Park, which is a beautiful park. Probably need to do a video on that. One of the largest tennis centers in the entire United States is about 3/4 of a mile from right here. Of course, you've got McDonald's, Waffle House, Godfather's Pizza, lots of restaurants here. And then we're crossing over something that they've made a massive extension with University Boulevard. They've connected all the dots through Mobile. And so University Boulevard, of course, takes you to the University of South Alabama if we head south. And then if we go north, that takes you up north towards Saraland and Citronelle in that area. But lots of traffic here during busy times, like we're going to see at about 5 o'clock. But otherwise, this is where it starts to kind of smooth out. The traffic is not quite so bad. And now we're on our way to Mississippi. Actually, before we go to Mississippi, we're on our way to Semmes. Okay, now one of the larger Baptist churches in the area. You've got, if this U-Haul will move, come on now, you got Moffett Road Baptist Church there, and we're crossing over, this is Howells Ferry Road. Now Howells Ferry will take you all the way to Cody Road, which connects to the Mobile Fairgrounds. Lots of things going on there. This is a shopping center here. Now I've seen this shopping center kind of go through some different phases. You know, there was a grocery store and then it closed down, and looks like it closed down now, or it's closed down now, but hopefully they'll bring something back very soon, because this area needs a grocery store, because like I said, lots of houses. This is a lot of residential homes in this area, so I still believe that this area is gonna come back. All right, now speaking of churches on Moffett Road, you've got this is called Refuge Church. Back when I played in the band Big Daddy Weave many years ago, we played a youth night there, and that was a great church. So there's a lot of churches on Moffett Road, a lot of churches. Now we're coming up on a couple other things that Moffett Road is known for, and that is manufactured homes. Lots of places like Suburban, there are a couple other manufacturers and they have their massive stores on here. Oh, and before we get on another subject, or I guess we're going to, this is the Robert Trent Jones Magnolia Grove. Incredible neighborhoods back there. I sold a house back there about 2 months ago, over 4,000 square feet. It's got a gorgeous country club. Just so many great things right there on Moffett Road. And Pathway Church is another church on Moffett Road. They have a strong youth program, lots of things going on. And now look over here. You've also got regional homes. Again, anything related to a manufactured home, you can find it on Moffett Road. All right, and we could not have this trip without stopping at a very special place. You know, if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen me talk a lot about Yellowhammer Coffee. Well, they decided to put in a location in Semmes. And folks, that is where we are right now, in Semmes. And we are pulling into Yellowhammer Coffee to say hey to some folks and get some caffeinated goodness at 3:15 in the afternoon. And there we have it, Yellowhammer Coffee. Got a little strawberry smoothie today, and this will give us what we need for the rest of the journey on to Mississippi. Okay, so we're actually in Semmes now, and we're crossing over Schillinger, which if you check the link below, you can see my road tour of Schillinger. But we're gonna pull into this this shopping center to show you some of the things that are right here, just off Moffett Road. This is a very, very busy shopping center. It's got a lot of stores, and one of the great restaurants that you can only find in Mobile. All right, so pulling into the shopping center, of course, you know, most shopping centers will have a staple store, you know, something that really anchors, or an anchor store actually. Of course, that's Super Walmart, but way more than just Super Walmart. You've got some restaurants, you've got all sorts of things. And so talking about one of the most iconic places in all of Mobile is a chicken finger place called Foosackly's. And here we have it up here, you can see. And let me tell you guys, when you move to Mobile, or if you come for a visit, you have to stop in at one of the many locations. And sometimes, man, the line will be wrapped around the building, and it's because it's consistent. It's just always good. So many great things about it. But if we go into this other section over here, you're going to see probably one of my favorite barbecue places. In fact, the young man holding the video camera there, this is the first place that we ever met and had our meeting about working together and what it was going to be like for him to drive around in the car and shoot these crazy videos. So I'm thankful, have special memories of this place. And you've got, you know, just some nail salons, all sorts of things, Hibbett Sporting Goods, all of that right here off of Moffett Road. All right, so we are pulling back onto Moffett Road, and we're in Semmes now, just to recap. So heading west, heading towards Mississippi, and you're going to see a lot more residential areas, but not only residential, you're going to start to see a lot of nurseries. I don't mean nurseries where kids are, I mean where plants are. A lot of land out here. This is, of course, more of the rural area. And when people, you know, call me and they say, hey, I want to find some land out in the country, you know, well, this is a great area to look because there's a lot of it. So lots of places that you can live out here, have a little breathing room. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to do was not only show you the industry and the different stores, but also show you a neighborhood right off of Moffett Road. So here we go, pulling in here, and you'll get to see a little bit of what it's like. And this is Kingston Place. So here we go. Just as a reference with regard to pricing, this is going to be in the probably $250 to $350 range, maybe some a little more. But again, housing in Mobile, it is super reasonable compared to so many other places around the country. You can get a lot of house for $250,000, $300,000. And this is a beautiful neighborhood. All right, so as we're continuing our journey down Moffett Road, look at this sign right here. You see, it says East 98. You see, that's just an example of how people can call it different things. You know, it's Moffett Road back there, then it changes back to 98. So honestly, I think one day it's Moffett Road, the next day it's 98. But this corner right here is a very, very popular, busy corner. Of course, you've got, you know, a pharmacy, you've got a gas station. I'm gonna scoot up here to give a better view. This is the public library. Right in that corner, of course, you've got a Winn-Dixie grocery store right over there. And McCrary Road is a very, very, we'll call it an eclectic road that has all sorts of things. You've got, you know, houses that are probably north of $400,000 or $500,000, and you've got manufactured homes that are, of course, you know, lower than that. But anyway, McCrary Road, it takes you a long way in that direction. And then you can go down here, and this connects you to a totally different section of Semmes. But now we're going over the bridge into the area that I said had a lot of nurseries. Well, you're about to see it. All right, this road that we're crossing over right now, one of the, I guess the main roads that connect Moffett Road is Snow Road. And at Snow Road, you've got Mary G. Montgomery High School, another Yellowhammer location right across the street from Mary G. Montgomery. But then right down the street from there is one of the best pizza places in all of Mobile, and it's Semmes House of Pizza. So definitely something that's memorable. Oh man, I think I'm gonna eat pizza tonight actually. Okay, back to the topic. So right over here, you've also, not only do you have MGM, Mary G. Montgomery High School, you have Semmes Elementary School, and then right down here, you're coming up on Semmes Middle School. So all those schools right here in this area, right off of Moffett Road. And so, but again, you know, it's convenient to the interstate. Get on this road, keep heading east, and you'll be in downtown in no time flat. And that house right there, I actually sold that house last year. And believe it or not, it's on about 2 acres. And I think it's got just over 1,900 square feet, all for less than $170,000. So think about that. Wherever you may live across the country, what would that cost where you live? I mean, incredible. Now it's on a busy road, but you're near schools, You got plenty of land, and the house was gorgeous. Okay folks, well, I actually lied. I'm not gonna take you all the way to Mississippi, but I am gonna take you over Big Creek Lake so you can check out this amazing view. And this, folks, is absolutely gorgeous, especially on a day like today. The weather is perfect, great view, just absolutely a beautiful place way out off Moffett Road. Now, if we keep going, we're going to go into Wilmer. You're going to see, downtown Wilmer. But that, of course, then it does connect you into Mississippi. But I'm going to turn around here and just talk a little bit about what this area is like and what you can find, how you can live out here, have a little more space, a little more breathing room. Because honestly, I get a lot of calls about that. And so if you want that, well, this is the place right here. You're going to be able to find some land, often with no restrictions. So you can have some chickens, you can have some of the things that you want that are going to give you freedom and not be right up next to your neighbor. Believe it or not, that's one of the biggest questions I get asked on a regular basis. And that's it, folks, right here with the Big Creek Lake behind me and then Moffett Road or Highway 98 right there in front of me. This place is absolutely beautiful, and I hope today I've answered some of your questions and I've really shined a light on a section of Mobile that maybe doesn't get as much attention. It's kind of rural, it's kind of off the beaten path a little bit, but this is the place that I get a lot of requests about because people want some space to breathe and have a little space from their neighbors. But don't forget, reach out, shoot me a message, call the number on the screen. Any way you want to connect with me, I love getting messages. But don't forget to like and subscribe because each week, that's right, I'm dropping a brand new video about this amazing city called Mobile, Alabama.